Yeah, anyways.
If there's any snitches in the group.
But I'm gonna just do this Fern, man. I'm gonna just do Fern right quick, man. Anyways, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jake Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Or you end up like Beezy, man. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy Jay. It's in the description down below. But I haven't done Fern in a little minute, man. In a little minute. And I don't know what it is about my Scullies, man. You know what I'm saying? I love Scullies, man. Y'all don't know, man. I love Scullies, man. I feel like they're just something about the Scullies. I got all different type of Scullies. You know what I'm saying? I got the freaking black Scully. I got a gray Scully. I got all different type of Scullies to match with every type of shirt that I have. You know what I'm saying? But some of these Scullies, man, it's starting to irritate my head now. So if y'all see me doing like this, man, and like this, it's irritating my scalp. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and it's getting cold out here, so I like being very warm. You know what I'm saying? But golly, man, I'm finna take it off in a minute, man. It's irritating my scalp. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, we got how an FBI agent infiltrated the KKK. You know, and I don't know if the KKK still exists. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know, if they do exist, you feel me? They are nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be one of my shortest intros. Honestly, I do not feel like talking. You know what I mean? Honestly, you feel me? It's just one of those days where I don't feel like talking. You know what I mean? So Jay probably will not be talking a lot this video. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, for all my new subscribers and for all my new viewers, this will be in the True Stories reactions. You know what I mean? So if you do want to check out this this video, True Story reactions, bro. I wanted to do the Atlanta child murders, you know what I mean, part 2, but we're going to do that tomorrow. Kind of ran out of time tonight.
If there's any snitches in the group, we kill the snitches and they fire shots out of a gun. Boom, boom, and everybody's kind of getting scared.
April 21, 2017. A group of men stand in a remote field in the middle of Alabama.
Alabama!
It's nighttime, and I am blindfolded. I've been instructed to place my right hand on the right shoulder of the person in front of me.
Hey, UTC, man, don't troll, man, because I'll get rid of you, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Do not troll, because I'll get rid of you. Matter of fact, time them out for a little bit, because I'm the only one that says that. You know what I mean? So time out UTC for a little bit, and let's just go ahead and just, you know, give him that consequence for a little bit, just to show him that I only talk that type of way. You know what I mean? So just go ahead and time out UTC just for a little bit. You know what I mean? Just 600 seconds. But if you talk like that again, I promise you, you will be banned immediately.
Because that signifies brotherhood.
The Brotherhood is the Ku Klux Klan, the United States' oldest, most notorious white supremacist hate group. This is one of their ceremonies. What they don't know, one of them is an FBI undercover agent, and he's no lightweight, 6'4", 260 pounds, covered in tattoos. His nickname, Hillbilly Donnie Brasco. He's gone undercover as a contract killer, a contraband smuggler, an arms dealer. He's put dozens of people behind bars, from drug dealers to violent motorcycle gangs to pedophiles. He's befriended and brought down biker gangs and neo-Nazis, people who are planning kidnappings, murders, and the overall downfall of society.
And when he said we're going on a camping trip, what he was saying is we're going to kill somebody. And everybody's screaming, death to your, you know, F your Jewish God, death to America. And then somebody says, if there's any snitches in the group, we kill the snitches and they fire shots out of a gun. Boom, boom.
We drove all the way over to his ranch in Tennessee, and he told us everything. This is the story of Scott Payne, the redneck turned FBI agent who infiltrated America's underbelly.
You know, one thing about it, man, I told you, man. You know, like I'm always gonna be diverse, man. I feel like it's always gonna happen, man. Like, I don't want this data, you know. Like I said, man, free. Why do people ask me to react to that UDY kid? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to react to the UDY. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you feel me? I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all about being diverse, man. I told y'all, man. And one thing I've learned about being diverse is you know, because like I said, I gotta, you know, I can see I'm very smart when it comes to this YouTube. You know, like, dude, I have old people watching me a lot. Like I can literally go and look at my audience and see about who I'm attracting. You know, I got females watching me. I got males watching me. I have 18-year-olds through 24s watching me. 35 through 44s watching me. Even 65 plus watching me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. I'm understanding that, you know what I'm saying? You know, diversity is the best way. You know what I mean? It's going to be some days where I do diversity and no sports. It's going to be some days I do strictly sports. It's just going to be some days I do straight scary. Going to be some days I do true crime. You know, it's always going to be that way. So I just tell everybody that's watching this video or whatever, do not think I'm just a one-man show. I've never been a one-man show. You know what I mean? Straight diversity. I'm never going to be one thing. So if you like sports, if you think I'm just going to react to sports, I don't even know how people do that. I can't react to sports every day. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of sports. You know what I mean? You don't see me reacting to Monday Night Football. You don't see me reacting to Thursday night. Oh, I'm good, man. I react to sports. I react to football enough on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? But if you think I'm finna react to sports every single day, you must be out your dang mind.
The majority of this video is based on Scott Payne's book and podcast. Find the links in the description.
Just sit down and be a good little boy.
It was a watery image. It was completely red. And there was a demon looking at me in that watery kind of ripple image with a grin and long crooked finger looking at me saying, "Come here," smiling.
Scott is 14 years old, and he's just seen a demon. The year before, his parents divorced, and Scott went down a dark path, consulting spirits, watching diabolical horror movies, satanic rituals, deals with the devil.
That's
what brought him here.
He playing with that. House. He playing with that satanic junk.
They've had a small amount of alcohol, but no drugs, no hallucinogens.
I would do like these little vignettes where I would pretend I was being possessed by a demon or I was the devil or whatever. I was on the couch and I was doing this scene from a movie where somebody is like being possessed by a demon. And so I'm fighting in my voice and then the demon voice comes in and there's this battle. And at the end, the demon wins and possesses the person. So that's what I act like happened. And I'm laughing like the demon and I rolled over.
It all started as a mock demonic possession, but then he actually saw a demonic figure. And this was his breaking point.
So let's just say after the demon scare, I got Jesus scared back into me and that was it. Not that the devil was done with me, but I was done with him.
No cap, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, but them spirits, boy. Them spirits. You know, and that's why I be trying to tell people. It's like, it's so funny how people just be walking around Earth like this is just normal. I say this all the time and I'm going to say it again. It'd be so funny. You know what I mean? Like, you really believe like nothing is higher than us? You honestly believe that? So you just walk outside and just live? You know what I'm saying? We're just used to this. This isn't normal. We have a sun, right? You know what I mean? That is literally millions of miles away, but yet it feels so close. You know what I mean? Like even for us, man, we are spiritual beings, bro. Do you understand that? That's what I say. That's why you go when you go to a funeral. That's why when you look at somebody in the casket, that's why they're not waking up. Because they're not there anymore. You are spirits getting an earthly experience. You know what I mean? God has given you an earthly experience to see how you truly are. This is a shell. You are not here anymore after you die. You are dead. You are gone. You go into the spiritual realm. It's a whole other dimension. I don't want you to look up and thinking that's heaven. I don't want you to just look down and thinking that's hell. No. People look up and be thinking that's heaven, bro. Heaven, that is not heaven. It's a whole nother freaking dimension that you enter, bro. You are spirits, man, first and foremost, man. Demonic, dude, look, demonic figures are real. Demonic spirits are real. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so freaking closed-minded when it comes to the world. You know what I mean? If you thinking that this is normal, and it's a whole lot of closed-minded people in this world that literally just be living. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand people like that.
To me, and that was it. Not that the devil was done with me, but I was done with him.
Yeah, and I seen this one little video of this kid. I ain't gonna lie. I seen this one video of this freaking kid talking about, bro, it was the most funniest. That's why I'm like, bro, I'm so glad I'm done with that internet junk, bro. It was the most stupidest vid. I'm not gonna say his name, bro. It was this freaking kid, bro. He tries to act so hard, bro. Cringes me out. This man was on Instagram Live. I was on YouTube, bro. I'm YouTube scrolling up. This man was on Instagram Live, freaking tarnishing a man's name because he said that he was a good kid. He was a good man. He's going to heaven. He said, you going to heaven. You a square. You going to heaven. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you going to heaven, bro. You a square. I was like, that was the dumbest thing. I say it's a problem with going to heaven now. You think you want to go to hell. You got a lot of these fake demons out here. Yeah, you think you want to go to hell. You think you want to go down to hell. Yeah, you think it's going to be a party. People think it's going to be a party. Yeah? You think you want to go to hell, but stop all that. You want to go to hell, Junk. I promise you don't want to go to hell. Think you against the odd. Go to hell. I bet you everybody in hell right now, they begging to get out of hell. I bet you right now they begging to get out of hell. You think you want to go there. You think hell on earth. Oh, you think, all right. You go to hell, bro, you're going to see some things you never seen before.
Halloween night 2019. This is
think you want to go to hell.
Final major undercover mission.
Hell ain't earth.
This is a goat. It was stolen and is now the center of a pagan ritual. It's been nearly 35 years since Scott's first encounter with the devil, but on this night, the devil is all around him, and he's definitely not done with Scott.
Now, we're all in a circle around the goat. Somehow I ended up at the back of it. I don't know how. It was bad luck on my part, I guess, but I'm holding the legs of the goat. He's got this blade, and he's bringing it up and bringing it down in a practice swing, practice swing, practice swing, and finally somebody says, just do it. Eisen comes down with every bit of force he's got and hits the back strap of the goat, and I don't even know if it broke a hair. I don't know if it's because the back strap's too thick, the blade was too dull, but he hit it, and all you heard the goat was just go, bah, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna get bloody and bad real fast.
The man swings again, nothing. Finally, the blade is replaced with a gun.
I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he's like, what? I'm like, man, look at what you're shooting at. We're all in a circle around this thing. And then he looks, puts a round right in the head of the goat, and it hits the ground. So you think you're done? No, you're not done. Now they slice the throat of the goat, and they fill up a cup full of blood.
One of them pulls out a sheet of LSD. He approaches each man.
No such thing as Mother Nature, bro. It's God. God. That's it. That's just a different name for God, bro. There's no such thing as Mother Nature. It's God, bro. G-O-D. That's it.
And one by one.
Basically, they would take the hit of acid under their tongue, chase it with the blood of the goat to signify the sacrifice or solidify the sacrifice.
Scott is one of the few who decline.
So when it gets around to me at the end, I'm looking at the blood and it's already coagulated. It's all chunky and clotty, and I'm looking at it going, man, I really don't want to turn this up and drink it. I mean, this is disgusting. So I dipped my fingers deep into the blood, pulled them out, and then sucked all the blood off my fingers.
This is not the Ku Klux Klan. This group is younger, better equipped, and preparing for a bloodbath. And not only animal blood, but the blood of any human who isn't one of them. Jewish and Black Americans, and anyone they consider traitors to the white race. They're by far the most dangerous group Scott will ever infiltrate. Unfortunately for these tripping blood-drinking white supremacists, Scott Payne has other plans. It's exactly the kind of thing he spent the last 17 years working to prevent.
I became an FBI agent in 1998, and by 2002, I'd already done some undercovers for the FBI, but I wasn't yet certified through the FBI undercover school. So I finally got a slot.
September 2002, Quantico, Virginia. This
oh
is
shoot,
FBI
that's on my birth, bro.
If you make it through the year-long
that's when I was born.
Process, if you pass the physical and psychological assessments, the tests, the polygraphs,
September
the interviews,
2002.
the background checks, if you make it through all that, you end up here in a 20-week training program. If you get through the 20 weeks, you become an FBI agent. Scott's been here before. Now he's back, about to start the training program for undercover agents. Getting admission to the program is hard enough. Graduating is even harder. Only about half the admittees make it through.
It's a 2-week school with no days off. We're very big on sleep deprivation. You're going through multiple scenarios of all shapes and sizes. and there's only 20 slots for the class.
Others break down. They make missteps during the high-pressure scenarios. They grow delirious and erratic from the lack of sleep. But Scott thrives. The sleep deprivation.
Oh my God, that right there, bro, is so freaking hard, bro. I just did that today, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just did that freaking today, bro. This right here, I'm telling you, when I mean your arms is going to throttle. Your arms is going to throttle. It's crazy that I see this. I just did this junk today. I did arm day today, bro. The junk is freaking insane, bro.
Relentless role play, the grueling exercise.
I do this for like 5 minutes.
He feeds on it. Meanwhile, he's learning from his idols, legendary FBI agents like Joe Pistone, who spent 6 years undercover
the frick is that
with the Bono crime family.
The frick is that?
But they don't always notice him.
So I remember Joe Pistone coming to speak, and I was like a kid in a candy store, man. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is Donnie Brasco. This dude did 6 years undercover in the mafia, and he's teaching, but he has this thing where he keeps kind of wanting to walk right up to the desk.
Yo, hold on. Speaking about the mafia, you know what I mean? Speaking about the mafia, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I the only one that think Godfather is overrated, bro? You know what I'm saying? I tried to get into the Godfather. Godfather 1 and ended off good, bro. I'm on Godfather 2, bro. You know what I mean? But it's just something about, I'd rather watch The Sopranos, you know what I'm saying, than Godfather. You know what I mean? But am I the only one that think the Godfather is overrated? You know what I'm saying? Am I the only one? Yeah, I'm just keeping it a bucksky. I'm like, what the freak? You know what I'm saying? It's not really, you know, it's movies that I think, you know what I mean? Like for Scarface, I think Scarface is so overrated, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I love Tony Montana, you know what I mean? Tony Montana, that's my guy, but like, I feel like, bro, there's so many other movies, bro, that I'll put over Scarface. I feel like Scarface is so overrated, bro.
So
keep it a buck.
He kept stepping
we all got different opinions, you know what I
And
mean?
I was trying to get out of his way, and then finally, as he's teaching, he just looks down at me and he says, Jesus, kid, either you got the biggest feet I've ever seen, or I can't see. And he throws a couple of bucks on the desk because he's like still in mafia mode. He throws a couple, he goes, hey, go get yourself a shine on me. And I just took my feet and shoved them under the seat, man.
Joe Pistone may have scuffed up Scott's shoes. What neither of them could have known at the time is that Scott would go on to fill Joe's. The FBI Academy trains agents to take down bad actors. More and more of these criminals operate online. Scammers, identity thieves, fraudsters, the list goes on. Such criminals rely on your personal data.
Oh my God.
Your people in protection, customer mail, percent TV.
Hating this show.
He doesn't speak any.
If you're looking on paper, I really didn't jump out.
Scott doesn't have a fancy degree. He doesn't speak any foreign languages. His nickname is Big Country, for obvious reasons. So he begins to work as an instructor at the school he just graduated from. Unorthodox, but it got him noticed by the right people.
I'm role-playing in these scenarios, and people that are there who are senior undercovers are watching because they're trying to recruit for other cases, and that's how my name started getting out there.
So after months, there's finally a possible assignment, one that Scott is perfect for. Sure, he's a redneck with almost no foreign language skills, not suitable for many undercovers, but he has something most other agents don't. He doesn't need to pretend to be a hard-living misfit. He is one. He knows he'll feel at home where he's about to go, but he has no idea how close he'll grow to the criminals he's been assigned to infiltrate and how hard it will be to turn on them.
People always have their own opinion of what undercover work is. Some people say it's acting, some people say it's lying, but essentially this is the definition of undercover work. You are building relationships that you're going to betray.
It's crazy. It's gonna get good, man. Operation Roadkill.
Scott is on a mission, and his targets, these men, have just arrived. They're members of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, the main rivals of the Hells Angels. They've been implicated in drug trafficking, prostitution rings, money laundering, the list goes on. And they're notorious for violence against rival gangs. Infiltrating them is exceedingly difficult. Scott Payne is here to do just that. But there's a problem. Part of the intelligence Scott was given is wrong. He was told they wouldn't be wearing their colors. Obviously they are. Scott has hoped to strike up a casual conversation, letting the topic of motorcycles arise naturally. But these guys are advertising their gang affiliation. He can't just go up and say, hey, you guys ride. His only choice is to make them come to him. Luckily, another part of the intelligence is right. This guy, road named Spanky, loves to be the center of attention. So Scott steals it. He works the crowd. He tells jokes. He talks loudly. He draws attention to himself, making Spanky want to steal it back. Soon enough, Spanky asks where Scott is from and sends him a drink.
Spanky's called me over. He's introducing me to other people. And of course, I'm getting more scrutiny. The more people I meet, the more scrutinized I am.
Everything seems to be going well, but the real scrutiny happens somewhere else.
So I walk into the bathroom, and as I'm at the urinal, in a lot of bars, there's like a little box in front of the urinal, plexiglass. It might be flyers for a band coming up or a stripper coming to town or something like that. So I can see a little bit of a reflection. And I see this jacked big dude come walking in. And I see him looking at each stall, and he's like, okay, that's empty. I see him looking under the stalls to make sure nobody's in there. And I'm watching this from a reflection. And then he comes walking up right beside me, and for a split second, I thought, oh, I'm getting jumped. I'm getting jacked right here. And that didn't happen. He says, so what brings you to Massachusetts?
All undercover FBI agents have a legend, a detailed made-up backstory that they have to commit to memory. He's from deep South Texas, up in Massachusetts for work. He loves Harleys and whiskey, and his name is Scott Calloway. As it so happens, the guy grilling him in the bathroom is also named Scott. Scott Town.
A lot of undercovers, you bond with people, especially deep undercover long term, but there's never been another person I bonded with closer than Scott Town.
For a year and a half, Scott gets to know the outlaws. He drinks with them, rides with them, fights alongside them. He gains their trust. He becomes their friend. They call him Tex. Scott's legend may be a lie, but the friendships are real. Scott Town becomes like a brother.
And no cap, that gotta be hard though. I ain't gonna lie, that gotta be hard though, gang. Ain't gonna lie, like building a relationship, bro, with, you know, sometimes you probably think, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't never forget that you undercover. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, these turn out to be like the guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do that undercover junk. I couldn't do that junk, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I couldn't do that junk, you know what I'm saying, bro? I'll be on some like, these turned out to be the guys. I won't even feel right, bro, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like bro said, you in too deep, man. You know what I'm saying? You be like, he turned out to be like one of the guys, bro. You start bonding and all that with the guys, you know? Yeah, even though they committing crime, even though they out there doing, you know what I'm saying, what they doing, cool old people, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's just like, you know, I wouldn't even feel comfortable, bro, you know what I mean, flipping. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable, man, doing that. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I couldn't do that, bro. That's why I say God makes people different. But for me, bro, I couldn't do that, John. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm saying, especially if it's a fine girl. See this right there? Look a little horny boy. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the guys right now, especially if it's a fine girl. You know what I mean? You can tell little bro, a little horny little boy right here. You know what I'm saying? A horny little boy. What girl came? We talking about the guys right now. What shawty came up? You know what I'm saying? Golly, boy.
To drink, I like to drink. He likes to fight, I like to fight. He likes to ride and lift, I like to ride and lift. We completed each other's sentences. We were just kind of cut from the same cloth.
They even both have a daughter who's the exact same age.
You know what I'm saying? I feel fake, bro. I feel like a goofy. Like, I just, like even if it's like on some, like, police work, I just feel like a goofy. Like, I just feel like that's just not the line of work that I choose to be in, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just like, you know, I don't know, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's not the type of line of work that I like to be in, bro, because I'm just not that type of person to be on some backstabbing, backdoing type, you know? I'm not that type of person, you know what I'm saying? But he undercover, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's what they do, you feel me?
A Town is kind of a doppelganger.
I couldn't do that jump.
Scott Payne might have become had he not gone into law enforcement. Another gang member, Brian De La Vaga, aka Clothesline, also becomes a close friend of Scott's.
He said, and these guys are my brothers, and I grew up around them. He said, but I really don't have that many friends. Somebody that I know would take a bullet for me, and that I would take a bullet for. And in my mind, I'm looking at his face, and I'm going, oh, no, man, don't say it. And he looks at me and says, you're one of those guys.
Dang.
Tomorrow is the big day. Over the course of last year, Scott has convinced the outlaws that he's a high-ranking member of an international theft ring. They begin running jobs together. It begins small, with insurance fraud and vehicle trafficking. An outlaw reports a motorcycle as stolen. He then files an insurance claim, while Scott sells the motorcycle across the border. A double win.
He in too
money from
deep.
The insurance company, money from the sale. They do this again and again, with motorcycles and other vehicles. But tomorrow's job is different. Some of the outlaws will be serving as security during a major drug deal, a gig arranged by Scott himself. He's revealed that he has connections with a Mexican drug cartel. No surprise, considering his line of work and his proximity to the Mexican border. The stakes...
There's nothing wrong being a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Horny is basically, bro, you just like, Man, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Gotta look it up, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'd rather you, bro, be a virgin, bro, until you find the right girl. I mean, like I said, bro, I am not of this world. And like I said, I'm talking to chat right now, YouTube, bro. I talk to freaking people up here all the time. But like I said, for me, I lost my virginity at 17. You know what I mean? Honestly, and it's not like, you know, like I said, I'm not of this world, man. You know what I'm saying? Not of this world, so I don't think like people of this world. I'd rather you keep your virginity, bro, for a long time. That's a flex, bro. I'm being a virgin, bro. That's a flex. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got people out here running around with diseases and everything. You feel me? I'd rather you keep your virginity, bro, to the right girl. You know what I mean? So just, you know, the world these days, you know what I mean? They're just so flamboyant about being lustful. You know what I mean? They think because they out here, you know what I mean, smashing all different type of women and doing all that, they think that makes them more of a man. But it's like you just a man that does not have any self-control. You know what I'm saying? You're a lustful man, a man that's, you know, just digging yourself in a deeper pit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, being a virgin, man, it's a flex. I ain't got a lot of bodies myself. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They're high.
I'm bougie. I got a bougie penis. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I got bougie penis. You know what I mean? That's just me, bro. That junk nasty to me, bro, sticking my junk in every girl. That junk nasty to me, guy. I don't know how these boys be doing it. Me, I'm a bougie dude. That's me. I've always been bougie. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I ain't finna, like, what the freak? One thing about me, I don't smash anything. Heck no. Every girl that I smash, bro, is my girlfriend. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Dead for real.
If they get caught, they'll be looking at serious jail time.
So do I regret it?
If something goes wrong during the deal, the bullets will start flying. So when Scott is told to meet the outlaws at their clubhouse,
I really don't regret anything in my life.
They probably want to go over the plan.
No points to having regrets in life where you can't change it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
time.
Do I regret it?
The place is familiar. He's been here countless times. He knows what's behind every door in the building, except one. Clothesline leads him to that very door. Now he realizes that something is wrong. Scott is told to strip. They need to check him for a wire.
Because of the stress of this happening, I forget my middle name. I'm having an adrenaline dump. And for anybody who's ever had it, it can be any traumatic experience, but I'm having auditory exclusion. So what I hear sounds like I'm underwater. It's going whoosh, whoosh. So it's slow. I need you to take all your clothes off. It's slowing down. I'm getting time dilation in my eyes. Everything I see is in string grabs. Click, click, click. I can feel my heart beating through my entire body. My hamstrings get rubbery. Now, Clothesline has instructed me to take all my clothes off. Here's what I'll tell you. If I'm not wired, it's just an embarrassing moment. I'm naked in a small crawl space with two guys with pistols. Problem is, I'm wired to the hilt.
Oh, man.
But they don't find anything. Scott's recording equipment is not taped to his chest, but in his clothing.
So my adrenaline starts settling, and I'm starting to come back to normal, and I think I'm done. And I get my pants back up. I don't know if I have my boots on yet or not. And then Clothesline grabs a piece of clothing that I was wearing. And that piece of clothing has a recording device in it. And I'm watching him, and he starts grabbing the clothing, and he's going through it nice and slow with his fingers. And I don't realize I do it, but there's an audible sigh. You can hear me go, because I don't even know. I don't even know I'm doing it. And he looks right at it and misses it. And I live to fight another day. I live to fight another day.
Dang, that boy got lucky, boy.
Two moving trucks enter the parking lot of the Brockton Holiday Inn. One is filled with drugs. The other is filled with money. A Mexican drug cartel is selling 40 kilograms of cocaine and 1,000.
That boy got lucky, boy. So if he would have seen that, boy would have been DOA.
The Canadian buyers.
That boy got lucky.
The Mexicans aren't taking any risks. They've arranged an American security detail, the Outlaws.
That was intense right there. That was kind of intense right there.
There to provide protection.
I feel like I was in that situation.
Count the money.
That's why I be trying to tell you, I can't do that undercover work. I couldn't do that job. You know what I mean? Feel like I was under protection. You know, feel like I was under that situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're getting woozy and all that. It's a different type of scare right there. Getting woozy, hearing voices slow, hamstrings getting. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of scare right there.
Everyone is armed and antsy. One false move and all hell could break loose. The deal is wrapped up quickly. The transfer is complete. All the money's there. The outlaws are particularly relieved. They may be tough, but this is their first time working with a cartel. Now they'll get paid $15,000 for their services. Scott counts out the cash. He did it. He successfully tricked them. The cartel? FBI agents. The Canadians? Also FBI agents. 8 months later, a hotel in Nevada. Scott's been laying low, coordinating his undercovers from afar. His outlaw friends think he's going through a divorce. In reality, he's been diagnosed as overassigned after experiencing a severe stress-related panic attack. He's been ordered to take a 6-month timeout. He's been teaching during this time. His current class, ironically enough, is called Undercover Stressors. All the students have gone to bed, but Scott's only just returned to his hotel room. It's early 4 or 5 a.m. The drug deal back in November gave the FBI all the evidence necessary to arrest and imprison multiple outlaw members, but the operation has continued. Until today, the day of the takedown. Scott doesn't think he'll hear from any of them again, but then his phone rings. It's Scott Town, and he's concerned. He's heard some arrests were made, and he wanted his friend to know about it. He says he's going to take a shower and gather more information. He'll report back.
And the last words we spoke to each other were, he said, "I love you, brother." And I said, "I love you too." And that was the last words I spoke to him. And probably about 45 minutes after that, a SWAT team hit his house and he went to jail.
In the end, 15 outlaws were arrested as a result of Operation Roadkill. One of them was sentenced to 21 years in prison. Clothesline got 12.5 years.
Just imagine like seeing this, bro. Like imagine seeing this. Imagine knowing like, dang, like a person that I let in to the outlaw is the reason why I'm in here. Like just imagine that. Like, you know how much anger they feeling, bro? I'm pretty sure they know by now.
Got Town 7. The outlaws never saw their friend Scott Calloway again.
Look, bro, you can't go back and forth with a dude like Jalen Reese, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something wrong with getting some, bro. But he's of this world, bro, so you can't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? He's of this world. He has no control over himself. You know what I mean? He has no self-control. He's still a lustful human being, bro. He's just like every other type of dude. So listen to me, bro. It's definitely something wrong with that junk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you, bro. Keep your virginity, bro. You know what I'm saying? And wait for the right woman. I prefer you to wait till marriage, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to a dude like that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Dude like that has no self-control, bro. It's all over the place. You feel me? No, he has no control over himself.
The Ku Klux Klan emerged in the wake of the American Civil War. From the very beginning, they were racist to the core, raining terror and death on Black Americans. In the late 19th century, they flogged, tortured, and lynched politically active Black men, raped their wives, shot their children.
Oh, you say y'all must be scared to play? Nah, man. Know what I'm saying? Just a man of God, first of all. Know what I'm saying, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I've talked to some women, bro, that I'm telling you that looks 10 times better than the women you talk to, bro. I promise you. Give it a buck. Talk to model type women. You know what I'm saying? It's just about not giving my seed to everybody. I don't feel like they worth that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know life. You know life comes from you, bro. Energy. You know, bro, you can get a spiritual connection. You wonder why you be feeling so bad sometimes, bro? Because guess what, bro? Even if it says it, bro, you two become one. You know, in the world, bro, sex looked at as regular, bro. That's not regular, bro. It's a spiritual connection. So what if I'm having sex with this girl and this girl has a bad spirit? You wonder why you be feeling aggravated. You wonder why you be feeling mad, bro, because you took on her spirit. That seed that you let go, bro, that's life. That's energy that you're giving her. You're giving her your energy. But you're too, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, whatever how old you is, bro, I promise you, bro, I've been there, done that, bro. Everything you've done, I've done, bro. It's not new to me. All that little, you scared of little play, bro. Been there, done that, gang. Been there, done that. Everything you done, I've done it, bro. It's nothing, bro. Sex overrated, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? Coochie at the end of the day, bro. Ain't no exotic coochie, bro. Ain't no, it's some that's shorter, some that's longer, some that's tighter, some that's loose. Coochie, gang. No exotic junk when it comes. It feels different, bro, on how you feel about a woman. You feel me? But you're not up here with me. You know what I'm saying? You're not up here. You're not up there with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the word like me, bro. You're not with God like me, bro. So the way I think, bro, you never gonna understand. You of the world, bro. I'm not. So how I talk, you just never gonna understand. You know what I'm saying?
And burn their schools. Historians
say you respect my style? Hey, all right.
Consider them to be America's first terrorist movement. Today, the KKK remains
do what you do, bro.
But only as a shadow of its former self. Fewer members, less influence. However, burning crosses is still one of their favorite things to do, and they've stayed true to their roots. Naturally, as a terrorist organization, they have to act in secrecy. You might assume that infiltrating them as an FBI agent is not the easiest feat.
So you may ask yourself, how do you contact the United Klans of America? Well, it turns out the group I was looking at had a hotline.
Scott starts talking to a guy named John Jack, a Klansman whose passion for Jack Daniels earned him this nickname. Scott tells him he's got the number from a group of bikers he met at a gas station. It's a plausible story. Scott looks the part, and his time with the Outlaws taught him how to play it. Biker gangs and white supremacists often run in the same circles. Jack starts talking about this rally that's coming up. Vendors, burning crosses, country music, the usual. But there's a problem.
He said, I'm not gonna lie to you, Scott. I had a band lined up, but the singer just got locked up, and I really don't know what the hell I'm gonna do about music. And I thought, this could be my end. And I said, did I happen to mention that I'm a musician and a singer? I said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring my acoustic and my PA system. When I get there, you can come meet me by the car. I'll strum a couple of tunes for you if you think I suck. And he's like, oh, hell, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Scott doesn't know that he just signed up for something far more sinister. April 21st, 2017. It's the day of the Ku Klux Klan rally.
I got lost multiple times until I finally drove up on this empty, I don't know, lot fenced in the middle of nowhere, but it wasn't hard to spot because the Nighthawks, which would be the Klan members in all black, who were the security force, are all standing at the gate with guns. And a lot of these people were felons.
Scott's ready for an interesting time. He's been to plenty of biker gatherings, and perhaps this will be similar. During his mission, Scott will be taught the KKK's constitution and bylaws, studying the Black Klansman Handbook, which he'll learn to refer to as the Kloran. He'll become familiar with the original mystic insignia of the Klansmen. He'll learn this all in class with a K, so that he can pass the K-Uno test, a prerequisite to getting fitted for a robe. K-Uno stands for character, honor, duty. It's getting dark, and he's been invited to participate in a naturalization ceremony. He has no idea what this means, but all the newbies are doing it. He'd stick out if he didn't. And that's how he finds himself in the middle of a field, blindfolded, holding the shoulder of the man in front of him, a gesture meant to signify brotherhood. They are told to raise their right hands and repeat an oath.
I do swear from this moment forward.
And then they tell us to get down on our knees.
To fostering the welfare of the white race.
So
I'm the most demonic thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Freaking demonic. Like, there's no way you think that this is like this is pure evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, demonic is like not even a word for it. Like, it's just no way that you think these people actually think they're doing good. Like it's crazy how they look at right like wrong and then wrong like right. It's crazy. Like, evil, bro, just that jump me crazy, bro.
On my knees.
Like, ain't no way you think what you're doing right. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. But they do think what they're doing right. They do think what they're doing is needed.
Folded.
And further the work of America's greatest movement.
They take my blindfold off, and there's a Ku Klux Klan member in a green robe, and he has this sword, and he kind of knights me.
The United Klans of America.
And then we all hug, and there's like a little bit of a celebration, and I'm not sure what happened. And then it hits me as I'm walking to my truck. I'm like, I think I just joined the damn Klan. Yep, that's what that was. So I got naturalized in the Ku Klux Klan that night.
Scott's time at the KKK will end up being relatively short-lived. The case isn't really going anywhere. And there's another group coming into focus, a far more dangerous one.
In the FBI, we started encountering more violent type extremism, not the KKK types. We're talking advanced neo-Nazism. And it led me to an accelerationist group called the Base.
The Base mission will provide to be far more extreme than anything Scott has ever seen.
The network of violent white supremacists. An extremist group known as the Base.
Violent neo-Nazi terrorist.
Paramilitary group called the Base.
On August 11th, 2017, crowds of people marched through the campus of the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, chanting racist and anti-Semitic slogans. They were protesting the removal of a statue of Robert E. Lee, the famous Confederate general. The next day, they were met by counter-protesters, and things quickly turned violent. Then they turned deadly. A white supremacist drove his car into a crowd of counter-protesters, injuring 35 people and killing Heather Heyer. For some, the Unite the Right rally was a wake-up call, surprising proof that white supremacy persists in America. To others, it was a grim reminder, and frightening evidence that white supremacists were feeling emboldened enough to come out of the shadows.
Yeah, bro, I mean, it's like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, just like I said in the Atlanta child murders, bro, just give it up, bro. We got guns now. I think that's what these white people don't understand. These racist white people don't understand. Bro, you stole this land, right? You did slavery and all this, bro, because you had guns. Everybody has access to guns now. You're not the only one that can get guns, bro. Now, I mean, you had guns while people had what? Arrows. People had what? Had nothing. That is what made you so powerful back then when slavery time, bro. You had guns. It's not that they were scared of you. They were just scared of dying. You know what I mean? But, bro, now, bro, just let it go, bro. Let the racism go. It's not going back to them times. I'm telling you, gang. This generation ain't going for that junk. I'm telling you right now. You know what I mean, bro? We not playing, bro, with you, bro. Either you accept us, bro, or it's going to be, that's the only thing, bro, that's going. I'm not asking you to respect me, bro. I'm telling you, you're going to respect me. I ain't never met a racist person in my dang life. I'm telling you, and that's merged. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody asking you to respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they was asking, bro. We not asking, bro. We telling you going to respect us. If you don't respect us, bro, it's going to be a dang problem. I'm not asking you to respect me, bro. I think that's what they think that's going on. Like, we asking, bro. No, nobody asking. It was asking 50 years ago. They was asking. This right here, we ain't asking. We violent, gang. You know what I'm saying? We ain't asking. We telling you, like, bro, you going to respect us. There's going to be some harm coming to your way. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? No, like, you know, no point, like, point blank period, bro.
The first accelerationist group emerged in 2015. They called themselves Atom Waffen Division. They'd been inspired by the writings of the neo-Nazi James Mason, whose book Siege had become a sort of Bible for accelerationists.
F that Bible, bro.
Attacks homosexuals and Jewish people.
That Siege, F that Bible.
Calls for organized violence, specifically for the formation of terror cells.
What are you folks arguing about, bro? Look, like I said, whatever UTC, bro, you gotta understand, bro. I mess with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? For trying to preach, bro. You gotta understand, people like him gonna have to learn, gang. You see, I ain't say nothing else about bro. I ain't say nothing else to him, bro. You gotta let people learn. You gotta let bro live, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, you just gotta let bro live, man. I ain't finna keep trying to talk to bro, man. Bro gonna do what he wanna do at the end of the day, bro.
Wage war against the system.
Let him learn, man.
Initially regarded as fringe,
grown man,
accelerationism steadily gained traction. By 2021, roughly 90%
got the
of
energy for that
groups identified as accelerationist. That same year, the U.S. Director of National Intelligence identified racially motivated violent extremists as the most lethal domestic terrorism threat. More than other white supremacist ideologies, accelerationism insists on the importance of direct violent action, the kind of action taken by the people they call saints. Like Saint Tarrant for Brenton Tarrant, the Australian white supremacist who attacked 2 mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand. He killed 51 people. Or Saint Roof for Dylan Roof, who killed 9 people.
That's what I be saying. You don't see this? You know what I mean? You don't see this though, bro. Like you think what you doing wrong, but it don't surprise me, bro. You know the people who started violence. Don't surprise me, gang. You know what I mean? I don't look at you like you cream of the crop. Maybe y'all look at each other like y'all cream of the crop. I don't look at you like you cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it is what it is. But, bro, when it comes to these mass shootings, who be doing these mass shootings? You know what I'm saying? Who be doing all these mass shootings, these school shootings and all that? Who do you see? You know what I'm saying? We don't be doing no mass shootings. We don't be shooting. If anything, like I said, they kill each other. Okay, cool. But, man, white people kill white people too, bro. You know, Mexicans kill Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kill everybody. They put like that. Everybody, white kill black, black kill white kill black, white kill white, Chinese kill black. Bro, everybody kill everybody. But y'all right here, you know what I'm saying? Something about y'all when it comes to mass shootings. And that's something I be easy. I don't know what it is about y'all just shooting up innocent people, gang. Y'all just be going up in supermarkets shooting people. Y'all go in school shooting people. Not y'all, but, you know, just saying, gang, like, but y'all be on some mass shoot. Y'all be on some terrorist stuff. We talking about, we worrying about people that's out of the country. No, we need to worry about the people that's in the country. You know what I mean? Because this terrorist right here, this terroristic right here.
Black during a church service in Charleston, South Carolina. This is the kind of action accelerationists believe in. Action that will further destabilize society, that might finally lead to societal chaos. They are explicit about this. Roof, for example, said he'd hoped to ignite a race war. Failing that, though, the purpose is to inspire more violence, which is exactly what such attacks have done. Scott Payne just signed up on Facebook. He's about to publish another racist post. His goal is to get banned. But nothing happens. A fellow agent points out that he doesn't have any friends. He adds a few people, and that does it. He's promptly kicked off. Okay, well done. Next up is Gab, a social networking site well known for its tolerant stance towards far-right users. He participates in forums with names like Whites Only. This will further elevate his credentials. On July 15, 2019, he writes an email. I've been seeing your stuff and I'm definitely interested. Survival and self-defense. I like it. The next day, a ping.
Thanks for contacting the base. You can learn more about us on our official Gab account at the base. If you're interested in joining, please provide the following info to begin the vetting process.
The base is a white supremacist neo-Nazi group. They were just founded a year ago, and they are accelerationists through and through. Their plan entails assassinations, sabotage, and acts of terrorism. Their targets are black people, Jewish people, and anyone they consider traitors to the white race.
They want to do guerrilla warfare tactics, so it's murdering people and disappearing. It's poisoning a water system, taking down a power grid, derailing the train, anything that causes chaos.
The idea is that after the collapse, the group's cells scattered across the world will form white ethno-states led by white supremacists. This event, total societal collapse, has a special name, the Boogaloo. Now, Scott is trying to join them. They ask for his name, White Warrior 88, and his age, 44. Scott Payne is actually 48, but he knows most base members are between 18 and 25. He wants to seem as young as possible. Sex, race, location, military experience, fitness level, special training, and organization affiliations. Here, his past undercover experiences pay off. He mentions the Klan and biker gangs.
So here I am, approximately for a week or more, I'm emailing back and forth to somebody with a Proton email account. And they're asking me all kinds of questions about my ethnicity, what I can bring to the table, what is my history. And I laid out a story that I was a old biker, shocker, and a former skinhead from South Carolina.
As Scott would find out later, the owner of that email account was none other than the founder of the base himself. Online, he's known as Norman Spear and Roman Wolf. He's been on the public's radar since 2018, but his true identity is unknown. That is, unless you're in the FBI. Ronaldo Nazaro is 45, American, born in New Jersey. He'd worked as a contractor in Iraq for the Department of Justice. Now he's in Russia, but it's 2019. You can organize neo-Nazis into a network of accelerationist insurgents from just about anywhere. The email exchange continues for less than a week. Then, Scott is invited for a phone interview. It's supposed to take 30 minutes, but ends up lasting an hour. Now, both Scott and the base have a 24-hour grace period. After that, Scott will need to make the decision. Does he truly want to join?
I passed the test and they bring me in and they asked me, hey, where are you located? And I said in East Tennessee. And they said the closest cell to you is in North Georgia.
That's where Scott will have to pass one final test, an in-person vetting session. August 2, 2019, Rome, Georgia. To Scott, the men look more like boys. He knows that one of them is the leader of the base's Rome cell, but that's it. They tell him to step out of his truck. Scott isn't wearing a wire. He knows they'll check. But hidden in his truck is a tracking device, put there by his case team. As long as Scott is near his truck, his team will be able to find him.
I step out, shake hands or whatever, and he says, hey, I need you to put your phone in airplane mode. And I said, okay. He pulls out this wand thing that I'd never seen before. It looked like a Geiger counter. It had a big triangle card in it, lights all over it. He wands me, and I pass because I'm fine, I don't have anything. Then he starts wanding my truck. No big deal. until he starts going to the back driver's side of my truck, which is where the case team placed my tracker. That thing he's holding in his hand starts going crazy. The closer he gets to the back of the truck, it starts beeping, 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 beeping. I see colors going on it. I'm like, oh no, man, it's picking up the tracker.
Scott braces for a fight. He's alone. His team knows where he is, but they have no idea something is wrong. But he gets lucky. The other guy wonders if the device is picking up the power lines.
And he walks over and it goes crazy. And he's like, damn it, yeah, or whatever he says. Yeah, it's the power lines. Hey, follow us to another location.
Scott has to act fast.
Ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, gang. Hey, boy, you getting real lucky, boy. Ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Got lucky with that Outlaws. Now you got lucky with, boy, you getting real lucky, boy. 2 occasions you supposed to have been dead meat. You know what I'm saying? Straight dead meat. I'm talking about DOA. I'm talking about dead on arrival. You know what I mean? But yeah, you find a way to survival. You know what I mean? Like
the tracker deactivated.
And I'm calling the case team and I'm like, hey, you need to shut that tracker off. And
did I do what? You know what I'm saying? Hey, leaking from the foe. What, you like that video, gang? I know you miss me, gang. I know you love me, Leaky, man. I ain't do it yet, bro. I know you love me, gang. I know. You do it yet, cuz? Look, he trying to sound so. Did you do it yet, cuz? Look, he begging like a little good boy. I know you like a little good boy.
At first, they're like, well...
It's all right, man. Stop trying to act too tough, man. Act a little softly. No, did you do it yet, Jay? There you go. Did you do it yet, Jay? Act with a little softer tone. You trying to... I don't know. I feel like it was kind of some aggressive behind that text. Did you do it yet, cuz? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like that right there. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it was like some type of aggressive.
It off. And I'm like, you have to shut it off. And they're like, well, if we shut it off, we're not sure. What if we can't get it back on and we lose you? I said, here's what I'm telling you. Whatever they have is picking up the tracker. If you don't shut it off, this is going to be a very fast undercover because it's going to be over as soon as we get to where we're going.
They arrive at an abandoned concrete plant.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is great. How many movies have I seen where somebody's killed in an abandoned concrete plant? I hope they got the tracker off. They pull out the wand, they wand me, and I passed.
They took you away from the power grid.
By this point, Scott's been around the block.
Just to see if it was the power grid.
The Ku Klux Klan. But nothing could prepare him for what comes next.
This video about how an FBI agent infiltrated the KKK. This video don't even seem like it's the KKK. You know what I mean? It seemed like his undercover didn't even last for with the KKK. We talking about the base. We talking about the Outlaws. Maybe I got to switch up the title a little bit.
As a boy, he loved camping with his parents and
hot
friends.
Dog.
He'd explore the woods, go fishing.
I don't care what nobody say.
As a boy, he loved...
I'm gonna eat hot dogs forever. Like I said, I knew this when I knew this generation was getting weird, when people made fun of people for eating hot dogs. You know what I mean? That's how I knew y'all was getting weird. That's how I knew your brain messed up. Bunch of lustful weirdos. You know what I mean? Your brain all the way messed up, bro. I knew this game. That's how I knew, bro, that this world was getting weird. What they call it now, a glizzy? Dang, bro, I can't eat a hot dog, bro. Your brain that messed up, dang, gang. It shows y'all how messed up people's brains is. It shows y'all. Everybody be laughing at that junk. I be looking at it, but look at it. You dumb. Like, look at you. You just weird. You a freaking weirdo, weird thinking little boy. If you ever made fun of somebody, like for me, I look at this junk like a hot dog, bro. I don't look at this junk like nothing else. But your brain being how it is, gang, you messed up in the head, gang. That's a mental illness junk for real. That junk not normal. Y'all probably be laughing. That junk not normal. Got a lot of regular people walking around that has mental illness, that's mental patients. Junk not normal, gang. I remember back in the day, bro, you could just eat a hot dog normally. Now you eat a hot dog, bro, gonna start siding. Look at him, he's eating a glizzy. Like, this weirdo.
Of camping with his parents and
friends. Eating a hot dog, gang.
He'd explore the woods, go fishing. But the camping trip he's just been invited to isn't like the ones he used to go on.
Screw.
The list of things to bring contains some unusual items. Weapons, ammunition, and the same kind of camouflage. Flecktarn, worn by the German military. This is no ordinary camping trip. This is a hate camp, an extended training session to prepare members for the Boogaloo. Hand-to-hand combat, weapons drills, grappling. By now, Scott has attended a number of similar training sessions, but this one is different. It's longer, 3 to 4 days, and it's bigger, with base members coming in from around the country: Texas, Alabama, Michigan, Delaware. He's familiar with many of the men he'll be camping with. At least he knows most of their online pseudonyms. Can't Go Back, Ison, Punish Snake, Dima, Big Siege, Zoomnat. All from out of state. And of course he knows his fellow Georgia cell members, Helter Skelter and Pestilence, who vetted Scott back in August with the cell leader himself. TMB, the militant Buddhist. Everyone knows Scott by his code name, Pale Horse. When you're an undercover agent, some cliches are true. Scott has learned to expect the unexpected, yet he fails to expect what would happen at the Halloween hate camp.
I'll wake up to pounding on my window. Pale horse, you gotta wake up, you gotta wake up. I'm like, what's up, man? What's going on? They're like, hey, you gotta get out here and see this. I've been doing undercover since 1996 at this point. And I've never been with a group of people where I had to burn Bibles, burn American flags. I damn sure wasn't part of a group that went out and stole a goat and we sacrificed it at a pagan ritual and drank its blood. And I did all that in 3 days with these guys.
Burn no Bible.
After they decapitated the goat,
burn the Bible.
Group comes together for a barbecue. They roast the goat over an open fire and have it for dinner. All of this, of course, while tripping balls. It's impossible to know what blossomed in their brains that night, what hallucinatory horrors they saw. If their drug-fueled fantasies were anything like their sober ones, then they dreamed of death and destruction, of killing Black Americans, Jews, anti-fascists, and communists, of the Boogaloo. Scott has become upsettingly familiar with these fantasies and with the beliefs that produce them. Behind each pseudonym is a young man, and within each young man is a darkness. The militant Buddhist's real name is Luke Lane. If the Boogaloo requires it, he says he could kill his dad. Pestilence is Jacob Cotterly. He believes Hitler is still alive. Michael Helterbrand, aka Helter.
That's how you know that's how you know right here. Bro, you know how long Hitler, bro? Hitler was alive, bro. Hitler would be dead of old age, bro. I ain't gonna lie. See what I'm saying? You see how messed up his mind is? Bro, believe Hitler's still alive. Oh my God. Know what I'm saying? This ain't the dumbest. I'm saying, how can we take these people serious? I mean, how can I take this right here? How can I take you serious, gang? You know what I'm saying? Like, please tell me, how can I take you serious?
He believes Hitler is still alive. Michael Helterbrand, aka Helter Skelter, says he'd have no problem killing a commie kid. Punish Snake, a former Canadian soldier who'd been doxxed by an undercover journalist, gets emotional talking about it.
One thing I see, bro, when it comes to all y'all eyes severely black. One thing I've learned about a person, if you want to know about a person, look him in his eyes. That's why I love eye contact. A person's eyes will tell you about them before they even open their mouth. What is my eyes saying right now? Look, you know what I'm saying? Could you not see what my eyes were saying? Was my eyes not speaking, bro? My eyes were speaking and I wasn't saying nothing. You want to know about a person, look him in the eyes. And I always encourage everybody, bro, make eye contact. Every time you talk to nobody, don't ever drop your head. When I talk to people, I look them straight in the eyes. Sometimes it intimidates people. Because one thing about me, I don't drop eye contact. When I talk to you, I just be talking to you, bro, looking you dead in your eyes. I'm trying to see what type of person you is. I love eye contact, bro. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, if you want to know about a person, bro, stare them directly in their eyes while talking to them. Their eyes will tell them all you need to know, bro. You know what I'm telling you, bro, pay attention to them eyes, man. Don't focus on what's coming out the mouth. Focus on the eyes. Eyes never lie, Chico. Eyes never lie.
He knows he'll have to.
What does eyes tell you? His eyes tell me that he's seen some things. He's seen some things, boy. That's what his eyes tell me. His eyes tell me that
the Boogaloo kicks off. She's half black.
His eyes tell me that he demonic. His eyes tell me that he's seen something. He said he's gonna kill your ex-wife. She's half black. Bro, shut up, bro.
When the Boogaloo kicks off.
And the thing is, do you understand you're black? That's why I be trying to. That's why I said in my Atlanta child's murder. Do these white people not understand that you black? You probably looking like what, bro? Bro, you came from black people. You're not fully white. There's no such thing as being fully anything. Like for me, I told y'all in the video that I did, the Atlanta child's murder. Like I said, my great-great-grandfather is white. Whether you believe me or not. My great-great-grandfather is white. My great-great-grandmother is black. They had a child, and guess what? It made my freaking, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother. My grandmother married my granddad, and guess what? Here's my mother, and here comes me. Yes, yes. My great-great-grandfather is freaking white. Now, I mean, I have white in my blood, literally. I have all type of stuff in my blood, bro. I have Indian in my blood. I have all type of stuff in my blood, bro. You're not ever fully black, but that's how the world try to make you seem. The world try to make it feel like you're fully white. You're not fully white, bro. Your great-great-grandmother, bro, is black, or your great-great-granddad is black. You know what I'm saying? And you transcended it to white. How can you hate the people that you came from? You don't even understand you have black in you, boy. That's the most craziest thing. You hate the people that you came from. Is that not the most dumbest thing ever? Don't even know that he got black in him. You see how much wisdom you don't even have? You don't even know you got black in you. You don't even know where you come from. You're so clueless. People that thinking they so smart, they so dumb. You don't even know where you come from. Talking about you hate black people. But you came from black people. We didn't come from you. You came from us. You can't make nothing but white. A white person goes out with a white person. It's going to make a white baby. You can't make a light-skinned baby. You can't make an albino baby. You can't make no other color but white. We can make you, though. You know what I'm saying? We can make you. You see it all the time. White person marry a black lady. What that baby going to turn out to be light-skinned? Going to look more like us than you. Then that baby grow up and marries a white person. Guess what? That baby going to turn out to be white. There you go. We made white. Simple. White came from black. Just that simple, bro. When you ever seen a white person made a black baby?
He's half black.
I laugh. Look, when it comes to me, I laugh at racist people. I laugh at them. I don't take them serious. I promise you. I do not lie. I don't understand how people take these people serious. I laugh at them. I really laugh. I laugh at them. I'm like, bro, these people is clueless. They're so stupid. They're so ignorant.
Records all of this.
I laugh at
and
him,
as
bro.
he earns their trust, he records more.
And we did more and more trainings through that Saturday, but by that Saturday night, we went back down to the holy site and had a bonfire. And that's where the American flags were burned. That's where.
And there's another thing. There's another thing they love saying. They love saying that we come from monkeys. You know what I mean? They try to discard anything. They say we come from monkeys. So why we stop? Look. You know what I mean? Why did we stop coming from monkeys then? If we came from monkeys, why we ain't stop coming from monkeys? Why did monkeys stop making us? Why they just stop making us? We came from monkeys. That's what I'm saying. And then if you look up, look, and this is a fact. If you look up an old white person and look up an old black person, you look like more of a monkey than we do. When did we do? You know what I mean? You look like more of a monkey than we. You said all humans came from monkeys. So why we not coming from monkeys now? If all humans came from monkeys, why are we not coming from monkeys right now? So what happened? What stopped us coming from monkeys? Whatever your name is, Jay, what stopped us from coming from monkeys? If all humans came from monkeys, why are we not coming from monkeys no more? What stopped? Why we don't come from monkeys no more? You sound ignorant. Sound stupid, boy.
Owls were set on fire, and everybody
Dumb old
screaming,
little boy.
death to your, F your Jewish God, death to America. And when that training camp ended, that's when
He can't answer that question. And one thing he ain't gonna do, he ain't gonna be able to answer that question. Why did humans stop coming from monkeys? All I've ever seen is humans make humans. You know what I mean? All I've seen is humans create humans. You know where we came from? We came from God. That's what I came from. We were the first thing to walk this earth. That's what it was. Whatever your name is, Jay, we were the first thing to walk this earth. Not no dang monkeys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm going to be honest. So I just shut you up right there. Stop listening to ignorant people. Start listening to wisdom. Stop listening to ignorant. You don't even know. How you going to say something you don't even know? You don't even know what the freak you saying. I just caught you right there. I said, if humans came from monkeys, why haven't humans stopped coming from monkeys? Just like they say the Big Bang. They love trying to say the Big Bang made the world, right? Okay, what made the Big Bang then? I've never heard of something, you know what I mean, being made from nothing. I never heard of something being made from nothing. If a Big Bang happened, does something have to cause a Big Bang? When it comes to an explosion, does something have to cause an explosion? When has something ever came from nothing? I be sounding so ignorant, gang. Everything that you're on right now, everything came from something. This chair that I'm in was created by someone. This computer that I'm on was created by someone. This microphone that I'm on was created by something. It's nothing that's on this earth that was not created by something. But the world was created by nothing. Please tell me when something has been created by nothing. Nothingness made somethingness. Oh my God, it's the first time in history. Dumbest thing. But you see how the world think though? See how the world think? Ignorant. Stupid. Most of the world is ignorant and dumb. They taught them that in school. I'm smarter than your school. But like that.
Even more.
The dumb old school.
And that's when TMB and Pestilence started.
Your school need to be named the Dumbsters. That's need to be the name. The Dumbsters.
Them trusting me. And that's when TMB and Pestilence started bringing me in on murder plots that they had.
It's more than 2 months later, and Scott is back at TMB's farm, the 100-acre property where the Halloween hate camp took place. For the last few weeks, TMB has been talking about another camping trip, but he's been cagey. He doesn't want to share information via chat. Scott has
He got to go.
He wants details. It turns out the camping trip isn't a camping trip. It's a hit job.
TMB creates a separate chat room called the camping trip. And when he was saying we're going on a camping trip, what he was saying is we're going to kill somebody.
Their target is an active Antifa couple in the Georgia area.
It was going to be me, TMB, Pestilence, and Helter Skelter. And we were all going to make entry into the house. TMB wanted me to go with him to kill everybody, while Helter Skelter would be covering out the window to make sure no cops were coming and stuff like that, or help. And then Pestilence was going to set the house on fire. But in the planning of everything, at one point, Helter Skelter says, hey, if you don't mind, I'd like to pop my cherry on this one. That confused me because it means something completely different to me. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he said, I would like to actually put a bullet in somebody's head as well.
Evil mother effers.
Begin the next phase of the murder plot, planning.
It was pretty extensive. Like, you go to a camping site, we leave everything digital, everything phones, everything there. We go scrub ourselves at a pay-by-the-hour motel. We tape our pants to our shoes, our gloves to our shirts, Vaseline on eyebrows and facial hair. See, this is all to avoid leaving DNA for law enforcement. At one point, TMB had done research, and he said that he read that the first time somebody kills somebody, they lose control of their bowels. So he was suggesting that we all wear adult diapers. I didn't tell him that I'd killed somebody before, but I told him I think I'm okay. I don't need any diapers. I was just as shocked when I got brought in on this murder plot as most people were. But while this is going on, the Baltimore cell, which is Can't Go Back, and Eisen and Punish Snake, are planning to go to this Second Amendment gun rights rally in Virginia that they thought was going to be the kickoff of the Boogaloo and the D-Day, the race war. Their idea was they knew you're going to have a bunch of Second Amendment people there, militias, 3%ers. You're going to have cops. You're going to have protesters. What if you pop a couple of rounds into that crowd? Nobody know who's shooting at who, and everybody starts shooting each other. That could be the set-off.
Scott and his team know they have to stop him, and there's no time to lose. The Pro Firearms Rally is on January 20th, 2020, just a few months away.
You just want to cause chaos for no reason.
Next weeks are a flurry of activity.
No reason.
Coordinating and planning.
The reason is just to cause chaos. If that's not the most evil thing ever, then I don't know what. Like, you have no reason for what you're doing. You just literally just want to cause chaos. Even though I feel like nothing in the world should make you do this, but you're not doing it for no like money. You're not doing it for no other cause. You're just doing it to cause chaos. Even though I feel like doing it for money and everything is plain evil. I don't care what it is. But you just don't even have a reason. Literally doing it to cause chaos. You're doing it for fun. Just killing for fun at this point.
Finally, the day of the bust arrives.
I skipped something.
And planning. Finally, the day of the bust arrives.
It's a Wednesday, and I'm in Rome, Georgia. I pick up Luke, who's TMB, to go to lunch. And we pull out, and as I'm driving down the road, I knew what my ruse was going to be. I was going to say something was wrong with the truck, but sure as you know what, the truck made some loud sound I've never heard. I didn't hit anything. Something just went, and I was like, did you hear that? He's like, yeah, and I go, man, if my brake calipers are frozen again, I'm going to be, because that did happen. So I took a left out of his neighborhood, pre-planned by the SWAT team, and I pull up tight to a fence. And as I go, hey, I'm gonna get out and check the truck. So I'm walking around the back of the truck. Another vehicle pulls up. He doesn't know who they are. I know who they are. They're part of the case team. And the guy says, hey man, you need any help with that? And I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's you. What are you doing in Rome, Georgia? He goes, what are you doing here? I'm like, man, I haven't seen you. And as I'm doing that, there's the distraction. Here comes a Bearcat with a SWAT team over the hill, barreling down the hill. But Luke's looking at me, not at the car coming. And when that thing's coming, I jump in the back of the agent's truck and I'm like, go, go, go. And you could hear the SWAT team giving commands. And luckily, the arrest went down without an incident.
The next morning, SWAT teams arrested Eisen, Can't Go Back, and Punish Snake.
Essentially, we kind of tore down the base.
Luke Lane, aka TD, was sentenced to 6 years in prison.
6 years?
Jacob Cotterly, Pestilence, got 13. William Bilbro, Eisen, 5. Patrick Matthews, Punish Snake, and Brian Lemley, Can't Go Back, 9 years.
9 years.
According to a recent Guardian article, the base is enjoying a resurgence. Its founder, Ronaldo Nazzaro, continues to live in St. Petersburg. Scott retired in June 2021. At his retirement ceremony, attended by friends, family, colleagues, and top FBI brass, June 30th was named Scott Payne Day.
That was a good one right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely dangerous job what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I would not ever do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody, man, for joining the stream. See you every single day, man. You know what I'm saying? Said they hate when Jay keep it real. Yeah, look, man, you know, I'm never gonna stop talking how I talk. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You don't like it, then you don't like it, then I ain't gonna lie. I don't care about people liking me, bro. That's one thing I don't, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the real gonna respect me, bro, and I feel like the fake gonna dislike me. That's how I feel. Like if you real, I feel like real recognize real, right? I feel like if you real, you gonna mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you a fake goofy, then, you know, that's half of the world. I feel like you gonna have a problem with me. You know what I mean? I feel like fakesters and goofies gonna have a problem with me. The real, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You said Atlanta part 2, cuz we'll do that tomorrow. You know what I mean? But anyways, appreciate everybody for joining the stream. Like I said, we'll do Atlanta part 2 tomorrow, man. It's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy for you ends up like this. Make sure y'all turn on the bell, man. Do all that, man. Like I said, turn on the bell, man, for that for the Twitch, man. Your boy Jay out, man.